When our semi-loyal viewing audience requests a product review, we try to do our best to oblige them. Hi. You feeling okay?
I hate you. That's why we're bringing you the Cowon S9 MP3 player, because you demanded it. You just stood there and let him spit in my eye.
He spit a
Throw
lot.
something.
In our iPod-saturated world, it's easy to forget that other MP3 players even exist. Thankfully, Cowon hasn't forgotten, which is why they released the S9. The AMO LED touchscreen looks and feels incredibly polished, and it can play practically any audio or video codec. Add in a flash player, unparalleled sound quality, and 8 gigs of storage for just $180.
Okay, so this is definitely the closest looking MP3 player or the coolest looking MP3 player we've seen to an iPod Touch. It's incredibly thin.
Yep.
Very thin.
Nice
It's just a little thicker than the iPod Touch.
In comparison to the old iPhone there, it's not that bad, right?
No.
Look at that. Hold on. Give him a second. Give him a second.
Give him a second.
And moving on.
This weighs just under 3 ounces,
Yes,
which is a lot
nice and light.
lighter than any other device we've seen. It kind of feels a little cheap, though, because it's a plastic back and a plastic screen. But is the OLED screen an improvement, at least?
Oh, yeah, for the most part. It's got an AMO LED screen, and it's amazingly vibrant. And honestly, we think it looks better than the iPods, even though overall it is a little bit smaller. But it's incredibly portable. It looks cool, and unlike the like an iPhone, it won't give you ball cancer, which is always nice. You just leave it in your pocket, and you'll be fine.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's definitely a plus.
You can feel this thing microwaving your boys, is all I'm saying, if you leave it in there.
Wouldn't know. Wouldn't know. So the iPhone cornered the market on touchscreens a while ago, but other companies are getting a lot better at making them. So was the Cowon able to make something just as good?
Yeah, I mean, they're really close. They did copy the sort of the home screen of the iPod, but that's a good thing because the icons are big. It highlights what you tap. You very rarely have an unregistered touch on the home screen. But instead of multi-touch, you're doing the little pinch and pull to make objects, larger or smaller. They made this bar at the bottom of the screen, which you can see. It sort of zooms in and it scales back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
And it works well, but it's not as easy as an iPod. And even though the interface isn't perfect, it's still well done. But again, we'd like to see some multi-touch because we just sort of expect it now because we have other devices that do it.
Yeah, this is a little odd, this Zoom thing. All right, but this player has features like a Bluetooth audio, FM radio, voice recording, flash support.
Yes, flash is a big deal. Yes.
There's a ton of other cool stuff. Do they all work well?
Right, absolutely. When you hear flash support, you go, oh, sweet, I can browse some YouTubes and whatnot. No, you're not going to do that, but we'll get to that in a second. Pretty much everything on this player is well done, though, including the audio quality. It actually sounds good, which is the most important thing for an MP3 player. The main problem is, though, they should have had an app store. I mean, yes, it does have flash support, but again, it's not like it's got a web browser and Wi-Fi. You have to go to the web, download your actual flash files, and click and drag them over to install them. And there's no real easy way to find that kind of stuff. Apple does have an app store. The Android's got their app store. Everybody's got an app store now. So in the MP3 or portable media player market, you need to have Wi-Fi, you got to have a web browser, and you really need an app store now to be a competitor. So we'd like to see that on this device, and nope, don't see it.
Nope.
Don't see it in there.
Nope. Okay, so it's $180. Is that a good deal for an 8-gigabyte player?
Yeah, sort of. If you don't mind using your computer to actually get these applications, then it's not that bad. But for $35 more, you can get the iPod Touch. I mean, after this review, it'll probably be a little bit more than that because they'll drop the price. But what I'm saying is $35 more, get yourself the iPod.
All right, so what's our rating?
3 out of 5. The interface and features would have been amazing 2 years ago, but now Cowon needs a lot more for us to fully recommend this device. Great starting point, just not there yet.
Yeah, and doesn't do well with, like, moist fingers.
Well, what do you got going on there?
It sticks.
Doesn't do well with the swamp rot. That's weird.
All right, that's it for today, that's it for today's Gadget Prop. But if you have a gadget you would like to see us rate, log on to g4tv.com/review this.